which is the power of music, how strong it affects our brain and body, which impact it has on our emotions. Hello, my name is Malgorzata Burkiewicz. Warm welcome on my channel. I am the mother of two small boys and online business owner. Today, I have very big honor to host an amazing musician, Anat Hector-Brown. Uh, Also, she is an online business owner. We all know that the right music is relaxing and uplifting.
Yeah.
But in your opinion, how it play the role in the healthcare uh, for I mean, not only who is playing, but also who is listening.
Yes, yes, right. Like, and that's part of how I always feel is, I could play just for myself and be happy and I love playing for myself, but I know that when I share music, it's that much more powerful, right? And I can help somebody out by singing my songs, right? And
So,
that's why it's so important for me to share my
and
music.
you feel that
I feel
it's
it.
working. It
Yes.
has the it has therapy potential.
Yeah, it's powerful. It really is. I mean, it induces powerful emotions. It is incredible. It's healing. Music is so important. It is so healing. And that's also why it's so important for a child, because a child hasn't learned how to deal with their emotions yet. Like, they're still learning how to do that, right? Emotions are big when you're a kid. The smallest thing will just set you off, right? And music will help you with those emotions, right? So children, it's really important for them so that they can start regulating their own emotions, because it really does bring on beautiful feelings for them.
Yeah, I really hope that my child will be proceeding this way, this path.
Yeah, it
and,
sounds like it. That's really awesome. I'm really happy. That's
and,
good.
and they will get those benefits. But also, yes, from the beginning, I started to play something in my potential, my potential
Nice.
with my,
Good.
and also in my language, my native language, and let's see if you want to explain us the because I seen your video, short video, how you do this basic, how you learn these basics, the beats, and that was for me really interesting. Oh, I can see the famous.
There's
Hello,
one.
surprise!
Hey, Poo Poo. Hey, the Puma. There she is. Hi.
They shown up. Yes, yeah. Have more visitors and
I have a few.
more public. Nice, I like it. So, would you like explain us? I know the really I don't you don't have probably with you those blocks, colorful blocks, but
Yes.
uh,
Yeah. So these blocks, what I do is I take the longest block, and that is the longest note in music, right? And we just explain it that way. But then there's two blocks that are this make up that, so it's cut in half. So now we have a half note. Then we have four blocks. Those half notes are cut in half again, and that becomes quarters. And then those notes are cut into half again, and those become eighths. So you can see how it works out mathematically. We have a whole, then we have a half, then we have a quarter, then we have an eighth. And the children learn the names of the notes, but we don't count the notes 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1 and 2 and. We don't do it like that because it's the thinking of the counting is much more difficult than just giving the note a sound. So normally, if we were to count 4 quarter notes if we were like a professional musician, our mind would be thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But for a small child, we don't need them to count to 4. We can just go ta, 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 ta. And then they're not thinking about the numbers and not thinking about anything like that. It's just this intuitive feeling of how a note sounds and feels. And with the blocks, when I'm using these blocks, they also get a visual. So they see that longest block, well, that's the longest note in music. And then they see those 4 quarter notes and they can see it. They visually see it. Well, there's 4 of those. And it starts putting in the seed. They don't need to think about it, but oh yeah, there's 4 of those. There's 4 notes. There's 4 quarter notes. And they can see that that's the end of the bar. And they don't even realize that that's the end of a bar. They're learning a bar, but they don't realize they're learning the bar. It's coming in intuitively, and they see what it looks like instead of just looking at a paper and going, this is how a quarter note looks, and we just draw it like this, right? I draw it for them as well, so they get it, it's there as well, so that once they've learned everything, they figured that out as well. But it's such a fabulous method that they grab on right away. I mean, I was teaching preschool music and teaching them the notes before, and I would, do it with cards, and we still do the ta, right? But they didn't have those blocks. But the moment those blocks, when I started using those in my program, it was amazing. It just made so much sense for them to be able to see the music.
See, because
awesome.
Wow, and when I seen that, and it was 30 seconds, so 1 minute, I reminded, wow, those colorful blocks.
Yeah,
I think everybody can really understand the basic in this way. It's so amazing program, it's so unique. It
is awesome.
It was so fascinating.
Yeah, it was when somebody showed me this method, and I just the world changed.
Open your eyes. Wow.
This is so exciting. And it really is. They see it. They see the music.
Visionary. It's something like doing with eyes, with this sense of which is coming everything together. No.
Yeah.
Also I don't know.
Yeah. And we move our body, we speak it, we move our body, we see it, and we also see the note on the chalkboard, and we also know what it's called. But those just become kind of incidental. They just become something you've learned through the years, and you don't really care that you've learned it.
Realize, yeah.
You don't get it that at the end, when you've learned all this stuff, you already know what it is, and it just comes like that. And like I said, they just go straight into an instrument, and they don't have any difficulties at all. They get to just play, not go through the basics.
I really wanted to invite everybody who even don't have passion, but it can born to follow Anat. She's really has a really unique program and method. So for who would like to know Anat amazing, wonderful, really unique program, Anat, can you explain where they can find you when people who would like to know this revolutionary method, in my opinion, for learning music, but not only music, but just healing up, in my opinion.
Actually, my website does have Yeah, my website has the preschool information, the preschool music information. It also has my medicine music on there. Um, and from there you can find me on, Instagram, Facebook, whatever platform you're on. I'm on Twitter as well, LinkedIn. So all of those are on my website. And my website is anatworld.com. So my name plus world.
I will put it on
And
description also.
yeah, okay, yeah, you can write it in there. So that's where you can find me and link up to. I'm a lot more active on Instagram than all the other the other platforms. That's kind of where all the homeschool teacher or homeschool parents seem to be. So that's kind of where I hang out the most. So the majority of my information will be on Instagram. Yeah, you can find that through my website. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Yeah, that was a pleasure, with big pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much. It was really wonderful. I really appreciate you having me on. Thank you.
Ay, 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 yeah, yeah.